Hello, hello, hello. My lips are chipped. Chipped. They're chapped. Anyways, hello, hello, hello. My name is Jenny Lynn Curry, and I'm hoping you guys can see and hear me and I'm not all like pixelated because I'm back in my office. I just got back over here and realized I left my jetpack for my Wi-Fi at the house. So if you can see and hear me and it's not all pixelated, not all cutting in and out, let me know down in the comments. Hopefully it's not going to be a ginormous mess. Hey there! Can you see and hear me, or is it all like cutting in and out? Hey Randy, hey John, hey Linda. What's going on, guys? Can you guys see and hear me okay? Nobody's saying anything, so I'm like, oh, I don't think so. Oh, I got thumbs up. Does that mean yes? Okay, well, let's hope so. So, you guys, this is how the day has gone, okay? So, we packed up, we went and had lunch with our oldest. He turned 20 today. And then we drove home, unpacked the trailer, and my day kind of like took a nosedive after that. You know when you ask a question and the person, like, you ask this person that you admire a lot, right? You ask them a question and they come back with this B word, like, answer towards you, and you're like, wow, really? Like, do you talk to your mother like that? I don't know. I was just like, so that like instantly made me mad. So if you've ever had that kind of a conversation from the get-go, like you asked a question and you got this snide remark and it wasn't even an answer to your question. It was just this is Friday night, it's after dark, a shitty response from that person. Like, you're like, listen, B, get the heck away from me. Like, oh my God. Anyway, so that was the start of after we got home. And I'm like, really? Like, come on. Hey, Heather. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. It's fine. Well, then Ricky came in and I was unpacking. I had unpacked all the suitcases and stuff. And then he came in and I just happened to have sat down on the bed. And he's like, oh, so you're just sitting here doing nothing while the rest of us are unloading the camper. Literally had just sat down to take care of the crappy conversation that I had had with the B word. I'm just going to go there. And then he's being a jerk. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, what is happening in this universe? And so then I'm like, it was just like a pile of poop after that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to the office. I gotta go live and I'm gonna go pack trials, blah, 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 blah. Then I get here and I don't have the keys to my office. So I have to go back to the house and get the keys to my office. Then I get here, I don't have my jetpack, so I can't go live on all platforms. I'm like, okay. And then I go to get water because I'm like, sis needs a freaking ketone. I'm going to get real angry real quick. And then, y'all, this was God's way of saying, like, cool your jets, ma'am. Apparently when I left on Wednesday, I had gotten a water bottle out of my refrigerator and promptly left it open for the last 2.5 days that we've been gone. So I'm like, pretty sure that I burned up my mini fridge. Awesome. So I'm like, okay, woosah, just take a minute, right? I'm just going to take a minute. Oh, my Lanta. Anyway, so I'm taking a minute and I'm like, well, I'll unplug it. I'll plug it back in. Maybe there's like a reset button somewhere. And then, this is where you know, like, my brain had not engaged. I tilted it towards me. And of course, then I hear all the water going whoosh inside. Not only the bottled water, but the ice that had frozen in the little mini freezer part all over the floor. Okay. I'm done. I was like, you have got to be crapping me right now. Oh my God. Anyways, so I'm hoping that y'all had a better afternoon than I did, because holy Hannah, it's been rough, y'all. It has been rough. Anyways, so I came home and I had a ton of deliveries. So we've got a box of latte nut cream and a box of sweet cream. So we are set in the cream department for a while. I got my other box of creamy mint because this one only has 2 left in it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do April Fool's non-fool bundles. Does that make sense? You got your package already? Dang, that was fast. That's exciting! Oh man, you've had one of those. Yeah, just let me tell you what. And it's only, the day has only been that way for the last, like, I don't know, 2 hours? What time is it? 8? Yeah, last 2, maybe 3 hours. So it was a great day, and then all of it was, all the bee honky was climbed into the last 2 hours. Maybe 3. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so, but here's the kicker, and you guys will get to decide since you guys are watching live. Oh, if you're watching live, that little red live button is up there. Just drop the word live down below. If you're watching on the replay, that means that little red live button is gone. Just drop the word replay down below and let me know where you're coming in from. I'm excited, gonna try it tomorrow. Which one are you gonna try? Which flavor are you gonna try first? Anyways, so I'm excited though because look at these Mexican ketones. I'm so excited. These are, so people ask me all the time, why do you call those Mexican ketones? Normally because they're only available in Mexico to our Latin promoters. But they do have 2 mainstay flavors now. Why is that all open like that? What the heck? They do have 2 mainstay liquid ketones now. And we're hoping we're going to get more of the liquid ones as mainstays, I hope. You've missed so much. What? Oh, because have you been watching since I got my new office? Y'all, I'm like a big girl now. I'm like a big girl. Oh, and look at this. Look at this. Okay, oh, so back to what I was saying. Y'all, I need ketones. Okay, so since you guys are live with me right now, I will let you guys choose what goes in the April Fool's not a fool trials, okay? So if there is still a sale on the website, 25% off. And it has a ton of, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever, but I just talked to you guys yesterday. Anyway, It has a ton of flavors available right now. There's Groovy Grape, there's Watermelon Sweets, there is Fueled by Female, there is Sweet Tea Lemonade, there is Berry Enchanted, there is Horchata Classica. There are a couple of the Mexican ketones that are 25% off. There's some creams that are 25% off. So like tons and tons of stuff that's 25% off. So that sale ends tonight at midnight Central Time. So we've got 2 more hours of that sale. But if you're like, I don't know what I want. Let's try to. I don't know what I want. I don't know what flavor I want. This is not going to open for me, is it? I'm telling you guys, this is the shit day I've had. What is happening? Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Okay. I have scissors. Everybody relax. It's okay. I have scissors. It's going to be fine. We're all going to make it through alive. Or not. Either way, it's a win-win. It's fine. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right. Oh, you've missed a ton. Yeah, Ricky came home in October the 11th, I think. So he's doing much better. Although, you guys, I don't know if I told you this. So, Ricky, took Logan, and I think there was supposed to be 10 total, but I think only 7 or 8 of them were there. Anyway, they went paintballing for Logan's birthday. Okay? None of them had ever been paintballing before. And the boys, are all 13, 14 years old. And they were not watching where they were shooting. Some of them were literally blind shooting. Well, apparently, Ricky was out, had his gun and his hands up in the air, and he was walking off of the field, right? And one of the kids popped up and popped him twice in the balls. In his little peas and carrot. And he was not wearing a cup, and it was fairly close range. So, all last week, pretty much he walked bow-legged because he was so swollen and just black. Like, swollen and black. And he's better now, but he's like, babe, I think I broke a ball. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I know this is like TMI. I'm letting you guys in on the good stuff. But he's like, I think I broke a ball. I really think I have to go to the doctor. Because now there's this hard piece. Anyway, that's definitely way too TMI. I'll just stop there. So I don't know if we're going to have to go to the doctor tomorrow. If there's like a walk-in clinic for that kind of situation. I can't imagine that there is, but maybe, I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, so Ricky's doing much better. We are just working with his heart doctor on his heart failure. That's the last thing that it's never going to go away. The kind of heart failure that he has will never go away. But they can work with the symptoms. So he's on 2 different kinds of heart medications now, along with a couple of, he takes probably, I don't know, like 7 or 10 pills a day now. But maybe not that many, because he does have a lot of vitamins that he takes. But anyway, so he's got 2 heart medications specifically for the heart failure part, and they're about to put a 3rd one on because it helps like all the way around his heart. Like one helps with this side, one helps with this side, and then the other one is supposed to help with him have more energy and break up the clot. He doesn't have clots, but to make sure that it doesn't have any clots. And the pharmacist lady went over all of it. I was like, okay. The heart medicine that he's like, he is literally being seen by literal every doctor, like known to man, pretty much. Because they're trying to figure out how in the world he had the C word so bad that he was on a ventilator and in ICU for 34 days. And how now his lungs look like he was never sick. Like, the doctor that saw him the very first day he was in the ER, or he was in at TG, was the doctor who called me, was also the doctor who called me the very first night after he'd been intubated, and just told me that, you know, he's like, I like to be cautiously optimistic, but your husband's really, really sick, and I just don't know if he's going to make it. And so we met with him early, like halfway through March, and he said that had he not seen Ricky with his own eyes in the very beginning, if he would have met him in March, just off the street, and he would have said that, oh, I was in ICU for 34 days and I was intubated and all this stuff, he said, I would have told you that was a falsified file. He goes, because Ricky's lungs are like 95, 98%. And that's like normal for anybody Ricky's age to be at that lung capacity or whatever, because of smoke inhalation and, you know, smoking as a kid and all that kind of stuff. But he's like, there's absolutely no damage from the actual COVID that he had. So yeah, so now we're just dealing with his heart. But because of that, it's like everybody and their mom. He's seen the pulmonologist. He's had umpteen million different tests. He had to go 2 weeks ago, I think, back to the hospital to have another scan of his heart, lungs, to make sure that the little fringes on the very outside of edges of his lungs didn't have any clots or anything. It was super crazy. Anyways, but yeah, he's doing much better. He feels a ton better. Like, he feels better now than he did before he got sick. That's how I know that this was all God's plan. Like, there were things that Ricky should have gone to see the doctor for before he got COVID. And he didn't. Like, there were things that should have been a clue, like, hey, you're sick. Hey, there's something wrong. Hey, you should go see the doctor. And Ricky didn't do it because he hates doctors. And he's like, no, I'm not going. And so finally, this was like the final straw. God was like, get your butt in the hospital. You're going to sit there and I'm going to fix you and I'm going to make the whole world watch while I do it. And sure enough, that's what he did, right? Like, I had to go through hell. The kids had to go through hell. Like, you guys all watched with me. You all prayed with me. You all cried with me. You all did all the things with me. But then he couldn't run from it anymore, right? He couldn't just be like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's no big deal. No, everybody knew he was sick. Like, when he first came home from the hospital, he was acting a fool with me, and he was like, I would grab his arm to help him like cross the parking lot, and he'd be like, I can walk just fine. Well, he did that to me one day at Fred Meyer. He had only been home a couple of days, like maybe 3 days. And it was my fault. I should have fed him before we went to went shopping. But God's got a way of humbling you real quick. And so we got out of the car and he was acting a fool and he like ripped his arm away from me. He's like, I can walk just fine. And I was like, oh, you can? Really? Watch me push you and you fall down. Well, this lady from across the parking lot, she stops and she's like staring at us. I'm like, oh, great. We get up close enough to her where she can talk to us and she's like, you don't know me, but I know you. Like, you don't know me, but I know you. And I'm like, and it's happened to me before, so I knew where she was going with it, but it's never happened to Ricky before. And she's like, she looks at Ricky and she said, we've been praying for you, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. She's like, I've got goosebumps just seeing you in person, and I'm so glad, and I'm just praise Jesus. Oh my God, you're home. And you just saw his demeanor was like, oh. It was like, I almost laughed out loud. Because I was like, now who's the butthead? You know, like, oh my gosh, it was just so funny. So anyway, now when he gets like a smart butt attitude, or he says something like, I'm fine, or I'm going to do it this way, or whatever, it's so funny how God just like, knock it off. Like, he'll say something smart to me or something, and then next thing you know, he stubbed his toe on something. I was like, you should probably stop being rude to me, because I'm God's girl, and he's gonna show you. Hey, Julietta. I know, look at all these goodies. Crazy. Anyways, okay. So what I was going to tell you guys was, anybody that's on this Zoom, oh my gosh, that's on this live right now, you guys can help me decide what's going to be in the April Fools, Not Fools bundles. I need a better name than that. But you guys tell me what you guys want to see in the bundle, and then I will come up with a bundle and a price. What do you think? Is that a 2 thumbs upper? I don't know. That may be a bad idea, but I'm like, I kind of feel like I just grab the packets that look pretty together, you know, like they look pretty, but it may not be the flavors you want. So anyway, and then I just got, well, actually I got this last week, but look at that. This is my award from last year. It says Queen of Consistency Empire 2021 Jenny Lynn Curry. So I got this one after going through all of that stuff with Ricky and just staying consistent in my business, staying consistent with, you can't really see it anyway, with everything all through all this stuff. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I have so many paper awards that I need to put up. Like, this is ridiculous how much stuff I have. Like, it didn't dawn on me, but like, I have so many of these awards to put up on the wall. Look at this. MVP Multiplier Award, 30K Car Earning Champion Award, an Oswald Award, MVP Multiplier for 9 months in 2021. I even have a $100,000, I have a baseball bat for the $100,000 six-figure club, the six-figure club. I got a big old Louisville baseball bat with my name and everything engraved on it. I gotta put it up in my office. You guys, I need a handyman. My husband's supposed to do all that stuff, but, you know, he just has not. Anyways, so tell me what you guys want to see in a trial pack. If you were like, hey, I want a trial pack, this is what I want to see in it, you tell me. I literally have everything. Literally. I literally have it all. You guys. What do do you want to see? So, these little guys are Mexican ketones. Whoa, I just threw those ones on the floor. It's okay. It's okay. There's a row behind those ones. Oh my gosh, you guys. You didn't know there was a row behind that, did you? Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. We don't talk about Mexican ketones. We don't talk about that in front of my husband. We don't talk about Mexican ketones. Oh, God. Nobody better tell him. Oh my gosh. We don't talk about Mexican ketones. I love Mexican ketones too, obviously. Okay. So, since Heather just said, I don't know anything about the products, or I don't know a lot about the products, we're going to start with that. How about that? Okay, so Mexican ketones, you guys, Mexican ketones are liquid ampules, okay? They come in these little plastic little doohickeys. That's what I opened up and poured in my shaker bottle. The white packets like this have no caffeine in them. These black ones with the black labels, these have caffeine in them. My stock is like that, and I'm not a promoter. Well, girl, you should be a promoter then. Holy smokes. Anyway, okay. So, since these are mostly all this, I'll just put it... Okay, so these are... Oh, I have another box. Hold, please. I have another box. These are instant keto. This is just ridiculous. These are instant ketosis. So all you have to do is pop the top just like I did. Pour it in your water. And then drink it down within 20 to 30 minutes. And it puts your body into a state of ketosis as you drink it. These are, they're sweetened with allulose instead of stevia. And they are salt-free, BHB salt-free. So if you're somebody who is like, I know ketone salts don't do anything, like they're not going to hurt me, but I still don't like the fact that they have sodium in them, then you can use the Mexican ketones because the Mexican ketones do not have sodium in them. And so you can drink these. Like I said, they'll put you into a state of ketosis instantly. And they have all the same benefits as the regular packets of ketones. Except for they have more benefits because they're are they in your package? Girl, I don't remember. I could pretend like I remember, but I don't. I'm not gonna pretend because I don't remember. I do not remember. I don't think so. I want to say you got regular ketones. Yeah, so these are not in a bundle package anywhere. These are, however, on the website right now, 25% off. So you could get a box of them if you wanted to try them out. And if you're a customer of mine and you ever get something that you don't like, I can always switch it out for a different flavor or a different product. So just keep that in mind as well. But They did not come in one of the bundles. These ones only came in boxes by themselves. So you can get a box of the Mexican ketones right now. I don't remember. I know Dulce Agrio is on sale right now. I don't remember the other ones though. I don't remember what other flavors there were. Limonada Dulce is on sale. Dulce Agrio is on sale. And there's 2 other ones. Help a girl out, sisters. Which is the other ones? Yeah, there's 2 more. I can't remember which ones they are though. Anyway, but they're on sale right now and for the next 2 hours. Let's see. What else? So those are the Mexican ketones. And then we have the regular ketones. Those are the packets. The packets are a powder. Oh, there's packets right here. These are powder. They do the exact same thing as the Mexican ketones. These ones come in caffeine. The colored packets are caffeine. And then caffeine-free are the white packets. And so you just rip it open, pour it in your water, drink it within 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, Heather, the horchata one, it's a powder. It's on sale right now too for 25% off. I personally like that one in my coffee. I don't know why. I put it in my coffee and it's like delicious, almost like a cream. Except for without the collagen, of course. Oh, I was like, I'm missing one. Anyway, so those are... Why does that look like it's open? They're not open. That scared me for a second. Anyway, there's also creams on sale on the website as well. Those are collagen and MCT oil. So if you guys didn't know me before now, I used to have hair down past my butt. And then I cut it all off and donated it to Wigs for Kids. And the lady literally cut it to my top lip. It was really short. And I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, so my hair doesn't grow fast. It used to not grow fast. And it used to always be really brittle, and it would fall out in clumps when I was in the shower. All of those things. And now, I mean, it's like... It's getting really long, and it's like super, super strong. So the keto cream is what has given me that strong, really nice hair. And those, we have in a bunch of different flavors, but I have pumpkin spice, there's caramel macchiato, there is maple. That one's actually a dairy-free one, so if you don't like dairy. There's maple, there is peppermint mocha, there's sweet cream, and then there's latte nut. Oh, and there is creme brulee. That one's super good too. But those are all 20, or not all of them. They're not all available, but there is cream available on the website right now. Also 25% off. But we can put them in a trial as well. So, and we have all different kinds of flavors. On the website right now they have watermelon sweets, which is a watermelon flavor. Obviously, like, hello. There's groovy grape. That one's like a grape Kool-Aid flavor. We have The horchata. We have berry enchanted. That one to me tastes like a mixed berry flavor. It's super, super good. Sweet tea lemonade is like an Arnold Palmer. I love that one. In fact, I actually mix it with a unsweetened iced tea. I hate the flavor of unsweetened iced tea by itself. I think it's gross. But if you put one of our ketones in it, it gives it that sweetness that you want without all the sugar and carbs and crap in it. And it's so good. Anyway, so that's available. But that one's like an Arnold Palmer. What else? We've got some of the pros that are available right now, the Keto Pros. So the proteins are protein, ketones, and MCT oil. These are great for pre or post workout. They help with muscle preservation. This one's key lime pie. There's also chai nights. I think blueberry might be on the sale too. I can't remember. What's up, Esther? Esther's killing it, you guys. Say congrats in the comments because she hit rank 4 last month, which was the biggest month she's ever had. She hit MVP multiplier 3 months in a row, which means she made $1,500 extra the last 3 months. $250 the first month, $250 the second month, and $1,000 the last one. And she's like literally killing it. She's lost 50 pounds, She's lost over 80 pounds. She's killing it. I had to like banish myself to my office because shit was hitting the fan. No, it was fine. I just I got home from camping, and then everything kind of like just, started being crazy. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to the office. Then I came over here and I didn't have the keys to the office, so I had to go back to the house to pick up the keys to the office. Then I got back over here again, and I don't have my jetpack, so I couldn't go live on multiple devices. So I was like, well, there goes that idea. Then I went to get some water out of the mini fridge. And apparently, when I left on Wednesday, I left my mini fridge open. So it was completely unthawed and not on. And so I thought I had fried it. So then I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and then stupid me decided to lean it forward, which gushed all the water that had melted out of the freezer and everything onto the floor. It's fabulous. And it's Austin's birthday, yeah. We took him out for lunch. He was doing his thing with his dude, so he's 20, he's doing his thing. Well, yeah, it had froze a bunch of my waters, and then I had turned it way down to like 1. But there's an actual freezer part in there. And, yeah. Your daughter is 2 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, Austin turned 20 today. Gabby's going to be 18 in August. Logan turned 14 in February. Noah turned 6 in, Logan turned 14 in March. Noah turned 6 in February. and Aiden will be 17 in November. It's insane. All of the children. Anyways, okay, so Esther, help me. So I told everybody that they could choose what was going to go in the April bundles or the April Fool, no Fool bundles. My daughter will be 20 on Monday. Yeah, it's our daughter, our one and only daughter. She'll be 18 in August, and she continuously tells us the countdown. I'm like, you don't have to tell me that. I don't need to know. I don't. Anyways, Esther, I told them to help me figure out a bundle, but they were not helpful. So I'm just going to have to come up with one. Oh, and I have Keto Ups coming, you guys. So ultimate bundles are going to come back because I have Keto Ups on their way. I mean, as you can see, I have Keto Ups here. I mostly have green apple ones, but what do you need? So I'm going to do ultimate bundles when the Keto Ups get here, but I was going to do a like April Fool's nobody got fooled kind of thing. What? Oh, Keto Up. Keto Up are these. These are Ketosis in a can. They are kind of the same as the Mexican ketones. They're instant ketosis, just like the Mexican ketones are, except for they're lightly carbonated. They're already mixed up, so you don't have to put them in water. You literally just give them a little swirl or a light shake just to get the ketones off the bottom of the can, and then you drink them. And so they are super, super good. They come in a bunch of different flavors. Right now, I have green apple, which is like a sour green apple flavor. And then I also have Unicorn Slam, which is like a strawberry sweet tart flavor. And then I have a couple of Toucan Tango. That one tastes like a pineapple paradise drink. Like, people say it tastes like Malibu rum without the rum. I don't know about that, but and then I don't even know. Y'all, she has a stockpile we dream of. You will, this is, yeah, I don't know. I used to say the same thing, like, oh gosh, I can't wait until I have a pile, a stock like you guys, and oh my gosh, you guys, it is a lot of work. No, I'm just kidding. I like that I can just choose what I want when I want. Anyway, so those are the Keto Ups. They're instant ketosis, no ketone salts. You just give it a little bit of a shaky shake, and then you're on your way. So I have those three flavors. I do have Blue Raz over at the house. I haven't been bringing them over here because that's my favorite, and I only had a 12-pack, and I was like, nope, y'all aren't getting any. Y'all aren't getting any. But I just ordered a bunch more. So they're on their way, so I will release them. But I will do it. But yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, so right here in front of me, we've got some of the mainstay flavors. We've got some of the limited edition flavors. My hands are sticky now. So I just sorted strawberry peach. Strawberry peach is a mainstay flavor. It tastes just like strawberry peach. Like you can drink strawberry peach by itself with just plain water, but I like drinking it in iced tea because it reminds me of an Arizona iced tea. But you can drink it in just plain water. It's fine. Oh, hey, Sherry. Yeah, we just took the trailer out for a couple of days. So that trailer is by no means new. That trailer is actually Ricky's mom's trailer. So when she passed away last August, we ended up with it. And we've just had it in storage this whole time. And we have our pop-up tent trailer, you know, the one that we took on the big epic road tour last year. But we wanted a different trailer so that we didn't have to be popping it up and popping it down all the time. So it was like, it's weird to think about it this way, but it was definitely like an answer to prayer when we found out that his mom when she passed away, that she had a trailer that was going to end up coming to us. So anyway, long story short, that was our inaugural little trip with it. So we were only like an hour and a half away from home. But we didn't know how everything was going to work, right? So we didn't know if the heat worked. We didn't know we really didn't know if it leaked or anything like that. We didn't know if the water worked. We didn't know if the electricity, we literally didn't know if anything really worked on it. And so, plus we weren't sure how it was all gonna work out sleeping wise, you know, because our pop-up trailer, granted the pop-up trailer didn't have a bathroom, which was like the one big downfall for me, because anytime we would go camping, it's easy for the boys to go to the bathroom, right? They can just whip it out. But when mom has to go to the bathroom and she's got to walk like forever to get to the woods or to the bathroom, or you're on a cross-country tour and you set up camp in the dark, and then the next morning mom goes out to pee and is sitting on the toda potty thing and figures out that we're literally sitting on a rattlesnake den. That's super fun. Yeah, I did that last year. Did I tell you guys all that? I think we were in Utah. And we had set up camp. It was super, super late. And we were like on this dirt road. It was one of those, you know, government land things where you can stay for free or whatever. Like literally it was Sketchville. And I was just like, I was so over it. It was probably actually closer to like 2 or 3 in the morning, because we were going to just try and drive through. And I was just like, finally, I just got so tired. I was like, no, we can't continue this. We got to stop. Well, so we make camp, and it was beautiful. The sun started coming through, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And I'm panning out the window, taking a video of, like the rocks and all this stuff, right? I'm like, it's so beautiful and so peaceful here. And then I went and took my little toda potty thing out, and I'm sitting there going pee, and then I hear the sprinkler turn on, and I'm like, there are no housing developments around here. What is happening? Yeah, that's because there were rattlesnakes all up in the rock formation. Yeah, that was super fun. Anyway, long story short, the camper, we had to give up a bed for a bathroom. So the new camper is 22 feet long. It has a queen bed at the end of it, or at the head of it. And then it has a full kitchen, microwave, oven, stove, all that. Big, huge refrigerator, freezer. And then it has a dining room table that turns into a bed. And then at the end of the trailer, it has a closet, a toilet, a sink, and then a bathtub shower. And, but that meant we had to give up a bed, right? Because with the pop-up tent trailer, both wings went out and they both had beds. And then the kitchen table also turned into a bed. So this trip, it was Ricky, Noah, and I in the big bed. And then it was Logan on the kitchen table turn bed. Which worked fine, but we just gotta figure it out. Orange Blossom. Orange Blossom, what do you think when you think of Orange Blossom, what is the taste that you think? What's the flavor that you think? Because when I hear Orange Blossom, I just hear orange, right? And to me, the Orange Blossom drink that we have is more like peach. Is Orange Blossom a peach flavor? I have no idea. To me, when I think Orange Blossom, it's just orange flavor to me. But Orange Blossom is actually a peach flavor. But yes, I do have Orange Blossom. I only have one with caffeine. The rest are caffeine free. Do Orange Blossom, Elderflower, Blackberry, Sweet Jams, Sweet Tea Lemonade, Groovy Grape, Heart Tart, Life's Peach, Pumpkin Cream, Tangerine Dragon, and Creamy Mint. That's an interesting combination. Where'd the pumpkin cream come from? I mean, I have pumpkin cream. I could. I'll figure it out. I'll come up with a good one. I also have some bunny bundles because we're gonna do. Make sure you share. Gosh, I don't know why I have to cough. Make sure that you guys are sharing this live out. So we are gonna do a giveaway. My voice is super crackly. We're going to do a giveaway of a mini dash that's a little bunny. It's a little bunny mini dash. So we're going to do that here pretty soon. Not a fan of peach. That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of peach either. Oh, you were trying to see what was behind me? Oh, girl, I got it all. I got it all. Oh, Magic Apple is on the 25% off sale. If you guys wanted Magic Apple, I have 2 packets left if you want to try it. But Magic Apple is like a caramel apple flavor. That was the other one I was trying to think of. If you are... if you have not tried this one is Fueled by Female. Now, this one is special and different than all of the other ketones because this one is specially formulated specifically for women. So this has extra vitamins and minerals, plus it has that thing in chocolate that makes us happy. Leucine, I think is what it's called. I always get it wrong. I can't remember if it's taurine or leucine. One of those 2 things make you happy. And it's in this. So this is a really great one to take during that time of the month. Or even like if you're somebody who has like cramps or moodiness or whatever before or after your period, this is a really good one to take as well. This one's on sale right now, part of the 25% off sale. So is Groovy Grape and Watermelon Sweets and Sweet Tea Lemonade and Berry Enchanted and Horchata Classica and some of the Mexican ketones and some of the cream and Tangerine Dragon, which is a black label ketone. This one's not always available. This one is a light citrus flavor. This one's called Fueled by Female. It only comes in one flavor, but the boxes are all different colors. So this one, it comes in caffeine and caffeine free, but it's called Fueled by Female. It's a light citrus flavor. These two, when it comes to flavors, I feel they're very similar. This one is a light citrus flavor. This one is a light citrus flavor. They work way differently, but they're both kind of similar flavors, I feel like. But I love them both. But Tangerine Dragon is a black label. So the black labels only come in charged, which is caffeinated. They only come in charged. So those ones have 30 times more ketones in them. They put your body into a state of ketosis normally in about 30 minutes. And they are extra help with like body contouring and that kind of thing. So they also help with DNA repair. Ooh, which means I just remembered I gotta take some Signal OS home with me. Anyway, so the 25% off sale ends in an hour and 10 minutes. But if you guys want to get trials, then you can customize your trial with literally any flavor of anything, because I'm stocked with all of them. But I am going to come up with a bundle for y'all, and I'll put it on the website if you want to grab it. I feel like I'm yelling and my throat is really scratchy. You do not have to be on the keto diet to drink these ketones and to see the, I totally just spit, and to see the benefits. I do, however, say if you are on a fat loss journey, I highly recommend at least doing a low carb option. Cutting out sugars and doing a low carb option, just because you're going to see faster results that way. Ricky's like, are you coming home? Anyways, okay, guys, I will get a bundle up. I will create an amazing bundle for you. And then when my keto ups come, I will do Up Cup Ultimate bundles. So you better stay tuned, because I have lots of stuff to put in my Up Cup bundles. I have an entire bin over there full of giveaway stuff. To little little things to put in your baggies. So that's definitely going to happen. Still staking for roasted marshmallow cream. You know what? I think because I had a roasted marshmallow cream the other day, because when I moved all my stuff over from the house to here, I went through all of my stuff and anything that I had been kind of like just hoarding. Normally, I always set aside like 1 or 2 packets of everything in case it comes back. Yeah, message me and I'll walk you through it, Heather. Anyway, so I personally think that the creme brulee is the roasted marshmallow cream. Does that make sense? I think they rebranded it, because I love the creme brulee. And I had a roasted marshmallow cream the other day, and I'm like, ooh, This is very, very similar, and if it's not the same thing. Like, it is very, very similar, in my opinion. So I kind of think that we're not getting roasted marshmallow cream back. I think we're getting creme brulee. I think that's going to be what takes what is sticking around. My pleasure. That's just my thought on it. But there are some new things getting ready to release this summer. There's only 6 of you guys watching me. So there's new things coming this summer. Some like mocktail kind of stuff. There's some things we've got. You guys all, if you got Keto Ups or whatever, you already know this. So we've got Keto Kick coming. They're going to be like 5-hour energy shots, except for with ketones, not like a bunch of sugar and nastiness. So those are coming. A bunch of new flavors in a different kind of kit. I can't say too much, but those are coming. I even know the flavors. However, I've been sworn to secrecy on that one. I literally can't tell you. However, I do have a meeting with corporate on Monday, and they're going to go over a bunch of flavor drops and a bunch of information with me. So I'm super, super excited about that. So, y'all, it's getting exciting. And our team has decided that we are running for rank 7, which is the highest rank that we've gone for so far. Our team and I hit rank 6, which is the car earning champion rank in our company 2 years ago. Well, this April, or 2 years ago this month, we hit that rank, and I earned my paid for Lexus and all those things. So now they're like, let's go, let's do it this month. Let's run for 7. And I'm like, okay. Splash is, most people will tell you it's a watermelon citrus flavor. To me, it tastes like juicy fruit gum. I like it, but I didn't like it in the very beginning. When I first started, I thought it was too sweet. Pro tip, if there is something that you try and you don't like the flavor, so first off, look at the back of all, so you know what? Heather has a better bundle. So, you got the better bundle, yeah? Can I, better package. Okay. So the better bundle had 2 drink ketones challenges and a box of Mitoplex. Correct? That's what you got? So we've got these things. They're called the good, better, or best bundles. So the good bundle starts like this. You get a 20 pack of ketones and a 30 pack of electrolytes. This is $137. It's like massively discounted. So this is the good bundle. This is the good way to get started if you've never had ketones before, okay? The better bundle is a step up from there. You get 2 boxes of the Drink Ketones Challenge and a box of electrolytes. So this is what Heather got. So Heather, what you're going to do is tonight or tomorrow morning, I want you to weigh and measure and take pictures. Forward picture each side, and I want you to take one from the back, okay? I also want you to take measurements, and then make sure your weight, right? Your weight is your weight, but anyway. So you're going to do all of those things, and you're going to write them down. Then in the morning, you're going to open up your box. You're going to take a charged packet. That's the colored packets. Those ones have caffeine in them. You're going to take half of it. You're going to figure out wherever the half is, right? You're going to take half of it. And you're going to pour it in about 8 ounces of water. If it's too strong, just dilute it down to like 16 ounces or however much water you have to put in it, okay? So you're going to do that in the morning. And then in the afternoon around 3 o'clock, you can either open up another one, but do a caffeine-free, or if you're not planning on going to bed for at least another 5 or 6 hours, you can just finish off the one you opened tomorrow in the morning and do the exact same thing. So the reason why we do a half pack that first day is to let your body get used to the ketones, okay? So sometimes when people start off and go gung-ho and they start with 2 ketones a day, full packs, they get stomach aches and they're like, oh, what's happening? Why is my stomach making these weird noises? It's normal. It's just your body getting used to the ketones. So if day 1 goes fine, you have no weird stomach noises, you don't have, any kind of cramps or anything, you shouldn't. But if for some reason you do, we'll do another day of half packet in the morning, half packet in the afternoon. If you don't have any issues, which you shouldn't, but if you don't, then we'll start you on a full package so tomorrow's Saturday. So on Sunday, we'll start you on a full package, okay? So then you just literally rip it open, pour it in your water, shake it up. You want to drink it within 20 to 30 minutes, okay? Just because you don't want to gulp it, but you also don't want it sitting there for an hour, because the longer it sits there, the less ketones you have in your body. Does that make sense? Okay. So every time you have a ketone, though, you normally want to also have an electrolyte. So if you see me during the day, I will normally drink an electrolyte with my ketone in the morning. I'll have probably 2 or 3 more electrolytes through the day in my water, and then I'll have another electrolyte at night with another ketone. So you can put the electrolytes in with your ketones, or you can just put them in your water. I love them in my water because these ones come with 10 lemon, 10 lime, and 10 orange. The orange tastes like tangerine to me. And that's actually, most people, that's like not their favorite flavor. But I love that flavor just in plain water. I think it's the best flavor in plain water. I mean, lemon and lime are really good in plain water too. But for some reason, the tangerine orange is just so refreshing to me. Anyway. So you just start off with a half packet on Saturday. If you're good on Saturday with those 2 half packets and you want to move up to a whole packet, do a whole packet on Sunday. And then if you're good with the whole packet on Sunday, then you could move to 2 packets on Monday of the ketones. Did that make sense? Ooh, my phone's gonna die. And then Mitoplex either with your ketones or in your water. If you notice yourself getting a headache, you notice yourself getting any kind of muscle cramps or anything like that, take an extra Mitoplex. If that still doesn't help, take a shot of dill pickle juice. It almost always helps. I love orange too. Yay! I like them in my water. Orange is my fave, right? You mean the flavors separately? Or, because you can get this by itself. Did you mean like break up the flavors? Because we have regular Mitoplex, and then we have the flavored Mitoplex. But you can get this box by itself or this box by itself. Or did you mean like break up the flavors? What do you mean? These pants are too big for my butt. Hey, Nana. Look at that. I lost my internet, y'all. I didn't know what happened. This is what happens when you go live and your jetpack is not in the building. But that's okay. Anyways, so they do sell the Mitoplex by itself, if that's what you meant. But if you wanted them separate flavors, then no, they don't do that one. Anyways, my phone is about to die anyway. Maybe that's my internet saying, you're killing it. Anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me for so long. I feel like I've been live for like an hour. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hopping on. Check out my website that I put up in the comment or in the original post, and I will put up a trial pack. I know my internet stopped